Hi friends, I am back with part 2 of my Alice in Wonderland altered book junk journal project. And if you've watched the first video, you remember that I had taken a whole bunch of pages out of this book, like this many. And as I was doing that, the cover separate from the spine, or like all the pages or the block in here, and so I just used some fabric tag and I put it all over the spine and then glued the pages back on there, and it's actually holding up a lot better than I expected, so yay. I'm still going to fix this and reinforce the whole thing, so to make sure that it's not going to fall apart at some point. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's a lot thinner than what it used to be, and I have a whole bunch of different pockets and pages in here. And today, it's a little chilly in my craft room, even though it's nice and warm out. In this video, I want to do a few different things. I want to start decorating these pages, because obviously you want to be able to write in here, so we're going to put some paper in here. I'm not going to do the whole thing today, part of it, but I also want to show you some other stuff. I started making some embellishments, so I was going to show you, or I'm going to show you, two different embellishments that I want to add to this journal. The first one, can't remember, a long time ago. I think I did it when I first did my spring journal. I had these metal rim tags that I got in a little box that I bought on Etsy, and I love those craft ones. However, I think Walmart sells them. You may be able to get them on Amazon, but they're so expensive, so I don't want to, for the amount I need for crafting, I didn't want to spend too much money. So what I did, I bought a bag, of course, on Amazon of white ones. They are also 1 inch. Well, actually, they're a little more bigger than 1 inch, because the white part is 1 inch. So these are like, oh, not 1 inch, 2 inches, sorry. So these are like a 2 1/4, or a little over 2 inches. And then the white, why can't I fit my ruler in there? The white part is about 2 inches. And so what's great about this is that if you have a 2-inch circle punch, you can punch out images and put them in here. So that's what I did a long time ago with this one. I punched out some book pages and glued them on here. And here you can see it's a little, one side is actually the metal, or whatever this is a little wider here than it is here. So on this side you didn't see the brown edge. I just distressed the edge. But in here you can actually see, you can see the craft peeking through. But I think it's fine. That was one of the reasons why I really like the craft ones, because they're brown. With these ones, you would see the white. So what I did, I just distressed the white stuff. So I made this one for my Alice in Wonderland journal. This is a circle that I punched out from my Stamperia paper with all the coffee teapots. And then on the back, I just put some coffee dyed paper and put my ball pin in there, and then I can dangle this from, like, if you put lace on a page, you can pin it to a lace ribbon, or if you have an eyelet on a page, you can also hook this into the eyelet. So I want to make one more and show you how I did it. It's really easy. So on this one I used the craft one, but if you can't get the craft ones, or you don't want to spend all the money, you can get this big pack. I think it was like 100 or so. They come with little strings attached. I just take them off. You can always reattach them or use them for something else, or just get rid of them or give them to your cat to play. Okay, so because, like I said, when you punch the hole with a 2-inch circle, let's actually just punch this. So I cut this one out as well, because it's pretty much a 2-inch circle. So let's see if this will work. Yeah, that's perfect. I love when things work out, don't you? Perfect. So now we have this lovely circle. And then, so if I put it on the front, you can still see a little bit of the white border. Once I put it, if I put it on the back, you can see a lot more of the white border. So first thing I do with those, I just distress the edge. I'm trying to say 2 words at once. I distress the edge because I like the way it looks. Okay, so, and these are so easy to make. I was so excited when I realized they were 2-inch circles, and I have a 2-inch circle punch. Okay, so just distress the edge a little bit, and then because I don't want the white peeking through, what I did, I just used my dauber, and I just did this. It's not as dark as the craft one, but I mean, sure, you can also use a different ink to make it even darker. But for me, that's fine. I just don't want it to be white. So that's all I did. And then we just glue it on here. You can use, I would say, any glue. I think I used my art glitter glue for this. You can also use your, glue stick. It just was here, so that's what I used. And then depending on where you want the hole, so here, because I didn't want the hole to be where the text is, so I just moved it over a little bit so it's tilted. Here, when I punch it, I will have to punch like through the letters because there's no other way around it. But so I'm just gonna glue it on here. Let it dry for a second. And then before you put the back side on, you want to punch through the hole because then, so you know where the hole was. So if you have a crocodile, this thing, where is my other scissors? I just need a paper clip because there's always plugged here. Okay. There's actually the crocodile has the big hole punch and then a little one. This is the one for the 1/8 of an inch hole, and that actually is the perfect hole for this. I mean, you can obviously use a bigger one or a smaller one, but this just works really well. So unfortunately I had to punch through the AL, but that's okay. And then what I did, let's see, we can just use, let's just use some more of this paper, coffee dyed paper, any scraps that you have. If you want to be able to journal on the back, someone could write a little note on here or a quote or something. So, and I don't use this paper because it's folded and I didn't like the coffee stains. So I just use it for scraps. I punch it out. And then for this one, for example, I'm just going to use my glue stick. And you could also, actually I should have done this first. You could also distress the edge of this. Now I'm going to get gluey fingers. Yeah, that's okay. Earlier I accidentally took my glue stick and started distressing with a glue stick because it was right next to my dauber. So now we're just going to plop this in here. Oh, and I forgot this. Oh my gosh. My brain. Once again. I should do this first. And if you don't mind the white peeking through, then obviously you don't have to do this. But I prefer the brown over the white. At least so it doesn't like stand out too much. All right, now we can glue this down. And chips, just center it. Let it dry for a second, and then we can align, we can punch again and align, use this hole to align the, or to repunch. Come on. Ugh. Oops. And now we can just add a ball pin. And hang this on anything you want to hang it onto. I thought these are really cute. I love that they had those 2-inch circles with the teapots. Okay, so now that's done. And the next thing I want to do is make one of my, I think they're called cabochons. If you remember from my Amazon haul, I got these guys and these. And I also made one. Oh, it's stuck in my journal. I'll show you later, or never mind, you don't have to see it because I can show you here. So these are bookmarks that come with these glass pieces, and then you can just put an image in here and glue the glass piece on there, and you have a lovely bookmark that works well with maybe the paper collection that you're using on your journal. But I also bought a whole bunch of bobby pins, and there's some that have an oval, some that have 2, and then this one also has 2, but this one also has this little like thing sticking up. So I'm gonna use these. And what I learned, so when I did it for the first time, I would use the circle, the glass circle, trace around it, cut it out, glue the paper or the picture in here, and then glue the glass on top of it. But then I saw a video where someone actually put glue on the glass and then put the glass on the image and wiggle around so you wouldn't have any air bubbles under it. Oopsies. And here's my little bunny. So that's what I did. And now I can just glue this in here. And what I actually used for this was the back side of the Stamperia paper pad, because it had these little tiny images that I wouldn't use. I didn't really need this background, so there happened to be 2 images that were the perfect size. So here you can see I glued the whole thing on this paper, and you can see that there's some glue that oozed out on the side, which is totally fine, because that way when you wiggle it around, you can really make sure that there's no air bubbles in it. And now that it's dried a few hours. The video that I saw where someone used a E6000 glue and some photo paper, I think, they said let it sit for 24 hours. I'm not doing that, so I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it, but I don't think I'd have to wait for 24 hours, because I use my Fabri-Tag and it bonds with paper, so that's perfect. And then I'm just plopping these 2 in here, and I'm gonna glue those in here, but then I have this lovely pin that I can put onto a page that's like a bookmark. But let me get these guys out. Oh, come on, get out of there. Okay, he doesn't want to, or it doesn't want to come out anymore. Get out of there. Guess I don't have to glue it down. Oh, come on, you can do it. Nope. Okay, hold on. Okay, I guess it really doesn't want to come out. So I will fiddle with this later, but I just want to show you guys how I'm going to glue this in here. So this says it bonds with glass, obviously, so that's good. And then paper, well, it says fabrics, lace, glass, leather, wood, and trims. But it also works with this because I've used it on there. So I'm gonna make sure I get all my fingerprints off. And all I did was, I'm just gonna put some glue in here. If I had the E6000, I would probably use the E6000 to compare and see if there's a difference, but I don't have any, so I am just going to use this glue. I want to make sure that it's in the right orientation before you stick it in there. And now we have a lovely bobby pin that I can put on a page as a bookmark or just decoration for the cover. And I'm gonna let this glue dry. This glue dry. I don't know, maybe a few hours, and then we should be good. You can also obviously put this in your hair if you choose to, but I'm gonna use those on my journals. Okay. Oh, and I will try to remember. I'm gonna link all those things in the description below, as I mentioned in my other video. It's affiliate links. I get a teeny tiny commission from Amazon if you buy through the link. It doesn't cost you anything, and obviously you do not have to use my links. You can just search the stuff on Amazon. I just figured, hey, if I'm already bringing traffic and money to Amazon, they can share some of their profit, right? Okay, so we got those two embellishments done, and now we can work on the book. So what my plan is, I have not even thought about my cover yet. That's gonna be last. This one, I don't know yet. Maybe I'll put some wallpaper or something in there, because this paper is too small, unfortunately. I'm glad I bought the 8x8 inch Stemperia paper pad, because smaller images fit in this book better, but obviously this is too small, so I'm not going to be able to use this for the inside of the cover. Okay, so what I did from a different book, I tore these 2 pages because they had Alice in Wonderland pictures, so maybe I'm going to use those. And I also printed some. I am a member of the Digital Collage Club. It's like a subscription. Well, I bought I paid a one-time price, like a lifetime membership, and you get access forever to all of their stuff. When I initially signed up, I thought they were gonna have like just the images themselves that I can use and do my own stuff, but mostly they create things, and then like journal kits or bookmarks or little domino things, whatever, and then you can just make those things with them, with their kits. But yeah, it's okay. But they have a lot of Alice in Wonderland stuff, so that's a good thing. So I printed this, and this is 6.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide, because I want to cut those out and then glue those on those book pages that don't have like a pocket or anything. So I got these 2. I didn't print all of them. I just wanted to see how this works. So I got these 2. And then they also have clip arts, and I think these are all the graphics that they don't have a copyright anymore. So what I did, they're just black and white, so I printed them on coffee dyed paper, and I'm gonna just cut 4 by 6.5 inch pieces. So you can journal here, but you have this in the corner, or you can journal here, journal around it, or you have these guys here, or this one on the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna do this now. Actually, let me use my guillotine trimmer. I'm sorry if I bumped into the camera. Okay, so this will have to be. Ugh, that didn't work. Bottom. That needs to be 4 inches wide. So that's 4. We do this, and then here we measure 4, and then we just measure 6.5. Ta-da! So now I can put this on my book page, and you can journal on this. Let's just see where we can stick this. For example, it could go on this page. See what I mean? But because the coffee dyed paper is so similar to this paper, I think it looks a little weird if I don't distress the edges. So I'm going to do that so it stands out a little bit. It's like it frames the paper that you can journal on. All right, let's see how this looks. Yep, I like that. So I would just glue this on here, and then that's that page. Okay, so let's see how many. We actually need a lot of them because we have a lot of pages in here. On pages that I have turned into pockets, I might just decorate those or leave them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a whole bunch and then glue them on here. And then I also have to figure out how many things I need for pockets. So we have a whole bunch of pockets. Let's see, we have 1 big pocket, 2, 3, 4 up here, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we have 16 pockets. So I can either make big tags or journaling cards, or I can just use some stationery that I fold or paper and then stick it like in a pocket like this. It doesn't have to be a card, it can just be paper that you can put in here, take it out, write on it, put it back in there. Okay, I said 16. Let me write that down before I forget. I can't find my pen anymore. 16 pockets. Okay, but I want to cut more of those things. Maybe I should use my regular cutter. I just sometimes don't trust it because sometimes it cuts the paper a little, like it tears it. Yeah, I might have to change my blade. Okay, so this one will be 4 inches. Let's just start cutting somewhere. Oh, do I want it over here? Yeah. Okay. Cut it down here. And now 4 inches by 6.5. Oh, gotta extend. Ugh. I think that's 6.5. Ta-da! And then I have these guys. Let's see, 4. And then we have 6.5. And you can write a little bit here. And then the last one. And you don't have to like use printed images. You can just use plain paper, coffee dyed paper, and then use stamps if you have nice rubber stamps. That's what I also want to do, because if you've seen my hold on, if you have seen my Amazon haul, you saw these these guys, and I really want to use some of those, like in a corner or on a top corner. That should look really nice. So, and then we also have these lovelies. Uh-oh, I think I didn't line them up. Yep. And then this guy. All right, so let's get all these scraps off my table. I can still use these for tags. I can throw those away. Oh, found my little scissors here. All right, oops. Okay. Oops. I don't think I have any Alice in Wonderland stamps, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Like I said, I can use some of those because I don't have a ton of Alice stuff that I can use to decorate, unless I print more of those things that I found on a digital collage club. I may have bought something from Etsy too. I gotta check my Etsy purchases. Gosh, I have so many digital kits from Etsy that I already forgot what I bought. It's bad, I know. I've been really good and haven't bought any in quite a while. So, because I have to use what I have. I know that's, everybody always says that I gotta use what I have. How many people really do that? Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. A week ago, Friday, I had a day off and I had to run some errands. And I was in the town or near that gigantic antique store, that chicken barn that I filmed a shop with me video on my birthday. And I did not go anywhere near that store because I knew I have so much stuff, I don't need more. And then I also just got another package from Donna with more nice old things that I have to use. So, yeah, I really, really have more than enough. Anyway, so I drove to Ellsworth, and on the side of the road, there's this really, really, really cool building. What is my dog doing? What are you doing? It's like pieced together from different, I don't know, every part of the house is different. It's a really cool building. And I think it used to be like a store where the previous owner sold really cool old cars. But it was sold and turned into an antique store, of course. Hey, we're in Maine. Everybody goes antiquing in Maine, right? Rolling down, Triggy. And anyway, so I drove to Ellsworth and I saw it. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should stop there because I just want to see it because that house or this building is so awesome. And I have a picture. I can put that in the video. I couldn't get the whole house on the picture, but it's so amazing on the inside. And anyway, on the way back, I'm like, never mind. I don't need anything, so let's not go because I don't want to be tempted, no? I drive up, and I usually just miss the turn. Like, I forget, I'm going way too fast. Well, not way too fast, but it's like it's like, it goes like 60 on the road, 55 or 60, and you come up, and it's too late to slow down and turn. So, but I saw it, and there was no cars behind me, so I could slow down pretty quick and turn. Some voice, I'm not hearing voices, but something in me said, come on, visit, you should check out the store. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. So I stopped because, hey, it was my day off and I'm supposed to have some fun too. So anyway, I go in the store and, oh my gosh, this building inside is so awesome. If you are ever in the area to go antiquing, you should totally go there. I will see if they have a website. If not, I can put the address down there, but in the description. It's so amazing. The building inside, I think the previous owner lived on the like upstairs. You go through one little room, and here's a little nook, and then there's a little like alcove, and every room is different. And then there's like, all of a sudden I was in a bathroom, but the only reason I noticed it was the bathroom because there was a bathtub, but they had like put stuff on top of it because people were like displaying their old stuff there. But it's so beautiful. So I told the owner lady, I'm like, your building is amazing. And she's like, yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, I walk in and look through the books. I was not looking for anything specific. I was just looking around, and all of a sudden I see a few letters on a book. I'm like, oh my goodness, look what I found. If you are a junk journaler, you are probably very familiar with Edith Holden books. And I have never, ever seen one in a store anywhere. I know some people find it at Goodwill. I'm like, how on earth do you find this on Goodwill? When you look online, I saw actually one on Amazon. Someone tried to sell it for $137. I'm like, no. I found it for $9. And it was just there, and I grabbed it, I held it. I'm like, this was the reason I had to go into the store. I am so excited. It's so awesome. But unlike other junk journals, I'm not going to destroy it. I'm not going to cut into pieces because it's just so, so beautiful. I love it so much. So, funny thing, I Skyped with my mom on Sunday, and I showed it to her, and she's like, wait a minute, that looks familiar. I'm like, it does? Turns out when she cleaned out my grandma / great aunt's house, they had like this gigantic house together, my mom found a book like this, and she kept it. And she hasn't told me, because I know there are several different ones, but she hasn't told me which one. If it's the exact same one, because she said she's going to send it to me, if it's the exact same one, I might use one of them, because then I have two of them. But otherwise, if they're not the same, I'm just going to keep them just because they're so beautiful. Now I can finally see one, because I always only see like pictures of them, or oh, that's a really loud airplane. Please stay up there. Oh, nice. I love the chestnuts. Or I have like pieces when people junk journal with them, but that's so beautiful. And for $9, I was so excited that I found it, and that's why I had to go into the store. I didn't buy anything else. I just looked around and was really fascinated by that building. But oh my goodness, people, I made like almost like a little happy dance. Okay, back to this. So I think I'm just gonna randomly put those in here. And I'm not gonna do the whole thing now because I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So on page like this, I'm going to leave this blank because you can journal on this. So maybe I'll just do a little bit of embellishing up here, but I'm not going to cover blank pages because journaling space. So for example, I could glue this here. Let's just do that. And I use my glue stick. Yeah, sometimes you just have to be in the right place at the right time. It's so weird. I also had that happen to me twice at Goodwill. One time I went in, it was like pretty early on when I started making junk journals, and I was like, I don't have any like cool stuff, because I always saw what people got from Goodwill. I'm like, I don't have any of this cool stuff. I want to find cool stuff too. Oops. No. I'm gonna try to center this. And yeah, so then one day I go into Goodwill, and they have like these bookshelves, and then on the bottom they have like wider bookshelf where people just dump their books when they're done looking at them. And I walk, and I had to go around this lady because she had a shopping cart full of books, and she was where I wanted to go, but I couldn't, so I had to walk all around and walk down this aisle. And just as I walk down this aisle, I come across this for $1. And this is amazing. And you know what's the amazing part about this? There is no copyright on these things. There's actually a note in the front of the book that gives you, that says there's no copyright, and you have the permission to copy them and do whatever you want with them. You can also sell them. So I was like, wow, finally I get to find cool stuff too. So I haven't done anything with them yet, but $1, I couldn't leave it there. So sometimes you just get lucky. Okay, enough about that. So now we have this first page decorated. Let's see what else we got. Pictures. Wait, are you a pocket? No, you're not. Okay, let's do this. So you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here with all these papers. And I will also use some other, like maybe some stationery or other papers that I have. I have so many different kind of papers, just to give lots of journaling space. And obviously you can also journal on the journaling cards and the tags that I'm going to make. I'm probably going to make those in my next video. Okay, try to line those up. And then on some pages I'm going to leave the text, because you still want to be able to see, hey, it's actually Alice in Wonderland, right? For example, I don't know, this I'm just going to leave. Okay, so more journaling. This just says Wonderland, 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 Wonderland. Where's my other color image? Okay, so I can put it on here. Let's do that. Glue. And I could also glue this further down so I can actually see the Alice in Wonderland, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to cover this up here on this page because you have it over here. And if I have a pocket here, I'm not going to probably put writing on. Like, I might just decorate the page. I don't know yet. So, and then with this, what you could do is you could just find a random page that you've journaled on and then stick, come on, oops, yeah, stick it on here, and it's like your bookmark, so you know where you were. Or you can put it on your cover as well, and it has Alice stuff in it. And you can also use just nice pattern papers. If you use pattern papers in your junk journal, then you can make a matching bookmark Okay, let's put this one in here. I need a different paper because this one is all gluey now. Gluey. Hey, I got this. And even though this seems pretty thin now because we removed a whole bunch of pages, once you fill, like, glued all those papers in there, or you fill the pockets with stuff, it's gonna get fatter again. Okay, so we have this thing. Let's put this one in here. Ooh, oh no! I just distressed it some more. Oops. Am I even in the frame? Yes, I am. Alrighty. It is such a beautiful day today. It's in the 60s. I think it's supposed to be 68 today. So yeah, I already went out twice outside while I was working. I took a little break and threw the ball for my dog and ran around the house several times because usually he likes to chase me, but today he was a little lazy. I think he just wants to hang out in the sun and lay on the back deck. But yeah, once my family gets home, we're totally gonna hang out in the backyard because gotta use the good weather while it lasts, and fresh air helps the kids sleep and mommy, because I haven't been sleeping well. Ugh. Okay, let's see. We have one more. Oop, the end. Hey, why are you glued? Stick you right here. Ugh. And depending on what other papers I find to put on here for journaling, I might print some more of these because there's a whole bunch of clip arts or, yeah, different images. But I didn't want to print too many and then not need them. Okay, awesome. Just gonna put it in here, right? Yeah. Ooh. I haven't really watched a whole bunch of like videos on how to make altered books. I have seen like 2, I think, a long time ago. That's when I got the idea that I wanted to use this book for one. But so I'm sure there's a lot more cool ideas out there for like pockets. I've seen people do the side pocket and top pocket, and I think I've seen these kind of pockets. But then I was like, I can just glue this on here. I'm sure that's been done a bazillion times. And then I just experimented with this. So maybe I can put a journaling card in there. Who knows? I can just stick a paper in here. Well, not a paper, but that would be like a journaling card that sticks out. If you have a nice image on a card, then it will add to the beauty of your book. Anywho, this I think is all I'm gonna do for this video. I will also do some fuzzy cutting. probably what I'm going to do next, because, oh, isn't this beautiful? I should totally put this in there. And this one as well. I'm going to turn these into little journaling cards. So I got to quasi cut those. And this page actually gave me the idea that I could use either printed wallpaper or wallpaper from my collection to do this. Because nice florals. Not sure yet. Tiny tags, bookmarks. What else do we have? Huh, that's cute. Okay. Let's see. How can I put these in there? This is, I think, my favorite. Wonderland is better when you're completely lost. Has a good size as well. Maybe I'll put it in here. Let's see how so this is like, maybe I'll do 4.5 by 7. Let's cut this to 4.5 by 7 and see if that works. And we still have this lovely piece that we can also use somewhere. Or this. If I look at this too long, it's gonna make me dizzy. Okay, what did I say? 7 or 7.5? I think it's at 7, right? 7. Guess we can trim a little on the bottom and a little on the top. Because I like the red down here, but I don't want to cut too much of the pretty top off, which I have to. Oh well, that's fine. I almost did this again. I gotta put my glue somewhere else and not next to my dauber, because otherwise I'm gonna distress with the glue stick. Maybe I should add some like hidden spots in this journal, because Wonderland is like all mysterious and you always find things, hidden things. That could be something we can do. Do you guys make, like when you have a project, do you make a plan like in your head of what you want the end result to be, or what direction you want to go into, or do you just pick stuff and just start crafting and you don't have no clue, you have no clue what you're gonna have end up with in the end? Because, oh, that actually looks really nice. Because for me, I need a plan, because if I don't have a plan, then I either don't want to start the project because I have no idea where to start, or I feel like I'm going in circles. And there's actually a quote that I read, I don't remember where, in a book long time ago. It says, if you don't know where you're going, you might end up somewhere else or someplace else. So for me, it's always good to at least have like a basic plan of what I want to accomplish. Or like when I start crafting, what my goal is for the day, because otherwise I'm just gonna, I don't know, never complete anything, never get anywhere. Okay, sorry if I put my head under the camera. I just gotta line this up here. I had the same thing. I used to write a lot. I wrote 2 novels, and the first one, I had the storyline, but I never, I didn't plan each chapter. and I got stuck so many times. And then for the second one, ow, paper cut. Oh, that's really pretty. For the second one, I learned to, or I had like the outline, and then I wrote an outline for every chapter, and because then I knew exactly where I was going and what was gonna happen in every chapter, and that helped me finish my book. Because otherwise, like, I had a friend a long time ago. She also wrote, and I don't know if she ever finished her book that she worked on, because she said she doesn't plan. She doesn't like planning, but then she got stuck. So I don't know if, I guess every author is different. Not that I'm an author. I mean, yeah, I write, but I'm not published. Yeah, so I'm a person that needs a plan, so I know where I'm going. Otherwise, I'm just gonna running through the desert for 40 years. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's turned out really nicely. I like this. Okay, cool. And then I'm probably gonna use this one on the back, maybe somewhere. I don't know yet. But yeah, so that's all for today. We have these lovely things, and we have this thing, and I still have to get this one out somehow. I already tried to poke it with the paper clip, it just won't come out. And then we just put in a whole bunch of nice papers, and I will do some more work off camera, and then I will see you in my next video when we're going to start making tags and journaling cards and those things that we can stick into those pockets. I hope you like this so far. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, the things, if you're interested, I'm going to link those in the description below, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.